Hey everyone, Melissa here. So happy to be back with you again on the Cocoa Vanilla Studio YouTube channel and also on the blog. So it's my turn, and I don't have a specific assignment for this post or this layout. So what I do every year is I make a first layout for the year for each of my kids. I've made one of them for my daughter, and I have another 3 to go. And I make it like an introduction to the year, a photo of them, obviously, and just a few things about what I'm looking forward for them for the year ahead. And what I have here is a cut file from Cut to You. I couldn't resist this one. I've actually already used it in my project life, but I had to blow it up. My project life is 6x8 and I had to use it on a 12x12. It's adorable and so perfect, and I think it's quite masculine, and it's going to work for my sons. This is Sam. He's nearly 14, and this is a photo in January of a beach trip we took to a place called Riverton that we love. It's at the bottom of the South Island, and I'm using Legendary, which is perfect for boy layouts. It's also perfect for outdoorsy layouts, and you can make it work for girls too. It's very versatile, and I love that when Zoe designs product, you can use them for a range of different memories, or even, card making, mini albums, just a lot of paper crafting uses. So I've gone ahead off camera because I didn't think you needed to see me back a whole cut file, but 365 new days with these stars, and I've backed these. And then I was looking at the A, and I haven't done this for a very long time. Normally I would put the photo about here, as I've done, or with my project life I put the photo that I chose up here. But this photo of Sam I think is going to work really well with filling in the A. So I am going to cut his leg off, but that doesn't matter. I just love that you can see the rock and the beach and the sand, and he'll be happy that his sister is going to get cut out of the photo. So what I'm also thinking is, because he's wearing a brown top, and I just love this tone of orange, I think it's going to work really well in the stars. I did think about gold or even sequin pockets, but I just want to make this one quite simple and quite effective for him. And I think it's just going to look really good. I mean, he's a teenager now, so I don't want to go, overly feminine or overly, I don't know, glitzy, or I guess I'm trying to say, but that you can, but I'm choosing not to. And I think that's going to look really good in the 3 stars like that. So then I'm going to go with a white cardstock background. I have cut this very, very large, but that's the look I'm wanting. And I went to a scrap camp in the weekend, and we learnt techniques with distress oxides. And I know Sue Plum, who is also on the design team, is like the distress oxide queen. She is amazing when it comes to mixed media and using these. And so I've got broken china. I've only got 2. I got a free one, or I got one as part of the camp, but I've had this one for a long time, and I want to play with that on my background. So that's my plan. I have purposefully stayed away from blue. I've got blue in this sort of grey pattern, but otherwise, yeah, I've stayed away from using too much blue, so I can really play with that. So that is the plan. Let's get started. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is finish backing my cut file. I need to get that photo of Sam into the A, and so all I do is use liquid adhesive and just glue it down, and then while that's drying I am taking the negative part of the cut file that's on my Cricut mat, and I'm just tracing around the stars and then cutting them out. I'm using the reverse side so that I get the clean side will be the orange, and I'm using that paper because it's matching his t-shirt quite well. So I'm going to pop them up with dimensional adhesive and have them sit slightly above the cut file. So that's something else I'm doing that's a bit different. Now I'm sorry I'm not on the camera, but all I'm doing there is trimming around the edge of the A so that I have my cut file, or my photo, within the cut file. Now I was going to cut this out, but I decided to leave it in to show you that I am by no means an expert in this. I added far too much water and no gesso, and so what I end up with is just this wet paper that I can't save it. I have dried it off now and put it under a stack of papers so that it will I'll be able to use it, but there's no way I could use it for this layout. And it, obviously the more water you use, the more dilute the colour is going to be. So I've done it again and used a lot less water, no gesso still because I'm lazy, and yeah, I'm happier with that. And then I've never done this before, but at the camp we went to, we got given the Distress Oxide and also one of these, I don't know if they call it a sponge brush or dabber. But anyway, I wanted to try ink blending through a stencil. It's a really, really old stencil. You can't get them anymore from the company that I got it from. But it's just a whole lot of triangles. It's really cute, and I love how that looks. And I just tried to do it in a random way. And then I've added some Lindy's Magicals. It's like a glittery water activated powder, and you can see that there. And then I just added some Delusions white linen ink spray that I've just dropped on. And it's very, very subtle, that white. I think you can hardly see that it's there, but I quite like that. It's just another layer of my mixed media. And so then I glued all of the cut file, and it's quite nice actually to not back one with foam. It's a lot easier. It's quite good if you're feeling lazy, like I was today. And using liquid adhesive is quite good because it's a little bit more unforgiving or it is more forgiving actually, if you don't place your cut file very well, like I did. You can gently slide it over to where you want it. So this cut file is cut huge. I didn't really think about it, but I actually like it because it does enable that photo to be in the A. And it was Ava coming over to have a look at what I was doing. I think she's trying to help herself. Maybe it was Brielle, it was one of them, trying to help themselves to those dimensional adhesives there, and I told them no because they just help themselves to all my stuff anyway, and I'm trying to stop them a bit. Yeah, and so now it's time to embellish. I've got some phrases from the accessory sticker sheet that I've popped up on dimensional adhesive. I'm building a few little clusters. I'm not going overboard because I think the cut file and the photo is really striking with that mixed media background. I don't really want to take away too much from that cut file. And I just like that you can see the papers through it. It just looks really good. That's what I think anyway. Don't know why I said that, but yeah, it's quite simple, this page for me. I think most of the work has gone into the background, but I like that. And I think it suits him as a teenager to not have an overly embellished page. So now going through the die cut ephemera, and wasn't sure what I wanted to use, and I'm sorry, now I've gone above, I'm off camera again, and I forget this and I don't realise. I think I just got really into the zone of finding the stars and sticking them down and trying not to overthink where I put things. So this rad banner looks really cute coming off the Y, the base of the Y. I think it looks really awesome there, and it's perfect sentiment for a teenage boy layout. And then still just going through and seeing what else there is. I like this arrow. I'm not wanting to cover up the word new too much, but because it's thin it looks quite good, and I've popped it up on dimensional adhesive as well. So finally realising that I need to get this back into the frame, into the camera, and my final touch is to add some enamel dots just in clusters of 3. Yeah, I will add my journaling as well, and I've kept it all in probably so I can chat with you for a bit longer because this is a shorter video for me. So I just journal in a letter form to my children when I make these layouts, and also say Dear Sam, and then I will just write a few sentences about what I hope for him for 2021. But yeah, love the way this layout turned out. I hope I inspired you to make some boy layouts. I know that I've been making a lot of girly layouts lately. It's very easy for me to just keep working with Daydream and especially make girl layouts. You could make boy layouts with it too, but it was really nice to pull out Legendary and get this one scrapped for my son. So just adding a bit more journaling about the location of the photo, and that is my final layout. You can find more details on the blog, and all the details and links are below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching.